Well, today I'm going to speak about the last trailer that came out, um, 29th of June or 28th, about the new Madoka trailer, about the last trailer. The, and it basically confirms basically everything that I've said about the Madoka, where the movie is going. It's going to be a reset. And I'm going to pinpoint the stupidity that I saw in the trailer. Um, for example, we see that uh, we see that Homura is attacked in the movie in the especially at the end of the trailer, that she's attacked by these two girls. It implies it's the two girls, that they say that the girls are angry with her because she removed Madoka from the law of cycles. And now there's a new club named the Circle of Reason. What? How did they? This is stupid. This does not make any sense. They pull something out of their asses. And how can they fight and defeat Homura? Because Homura was like her wing, half of her one of her wing was broken in half. But wasn't she like a universal goddess? Another garbage. They have to nerf the. I told you they have to nerf the character. They are depowering her, as I said. They're going to remove her powers. This is the proof of this. And of course, and then this both dialogue of um about some about the whole mother's obsession with Madoka and everything based on what in the trailer is getting to forgive Homura. We see Madoka in her ultimate form, smiling, proving that she's not going. It's not going to be. People making theories that she's going to fight Madoka and you're going to be enemies. It's not going to happen unless those things are flashback, but I doubt it. Madoka will forgive Homura. And even Madoka said in the trailer, it's okay for you to be safe too. It basically confirms everything, confirms my theory that she's going to be forgiven. Homura will be forgiven by Madoka. That's what's going to happen. Because I thought it's the only way to not destroy everything. Because the corporations need them Homura to stay alive. And, they cannot destroy our relationship with Madoka. So yeah. And then we have him and the mysterious new girl, which is probably QB because we see QB with her glasses and this thing I know bow. This completely proves that QB is still scheming something. With the Homura as a retard. She's stupid. She let QB do his plans, his scheming again, and probably she will be. He probably might be part of the reason Homura. Who knows? And especially our Walpurgisnacht is supposedly back, and now she's a corrector system. Supposedly, based on what I'm seeing, it's a corrector system. How does that make any sense? How can Walpurgisnacht come back? Didn't Madoka erased the gear witch? She erased her from existence, and she was a powerful witch, but she was just a witch that can destroy a city, and that's it. But now it's a corrector system. Can't fanboys see that this is a retcon? And apparently there's a place of origin of all witches called Nazuka Sokotsune or something like that. Which is this is a complete retcon of the series. Which is at the origin of which is a magical girl despairs, and then Soul Gem turns into a grave seed, and that's it. She turns into a witch, and that's it. That's the origin of the witch. There's no place of origin of witches. It doesn't make any sense. But the fanboys don't care. They don't criticize anything. They just say, "Oh, how great is!" They have no question. How can Walpurgisnacht somehow be as correct the system of the level of the law of cycles, when she was just a but witch. She was a powerful witch, but she was still a witch. How can he be a corrector force for the law of cycles? This is stupid. Why is she back? Couldn't they make a different enemy? Why is Walpurgisnacht back against the boss? He was the final boss in the original. In record, okay, record is not canon. He's the final boss in record also. She's going to be the final boss in Walpurgisnacht Rising. How original. And because Homura cannot be the villain because she has to be forgiving, she has to be sympathetic. The logical conclusion would make to home, and then this characters all of a sudden there's a circle of reason, a new club of new club organization magical to make Homura punish them. It doesn't make any sense. Homura should be more powerful than them, but they somehow be able to damage her. And who are these people? These people just came out of nowhere. They came out of nowhere. But the fanboys don't care about this. The law is being broken, it's being destroyed. What's the this is clearly everything I'm saying is literally coming to pass. It's coming to pass. Everything that I have seen about the what the movie is going to be. It's going to be the ending is Homo is going to be forgiven, and probably going to be universal reset. And about Homo is going to be the power. The last new trailer is proving this. She's losing her power. She's being half of her wits was broken, and she seems that she's falling. So yes, it's proof that everything I'm saying is coming to pass. But the fanboys will eat this movie, say it's the greatest thing ever. That they will not question anything. Despite this, and the Sanasuka Sokosune, the origin of which it sounds a lot like a rip-off of Attack on Titan, with Ymir, the origin of all Titans, the founding Titan, the coordinate, the place where all Titans all come from. This is a rip. It sounds like I don't know what they're going to do in the movie, but it sounds too much a lot like Ymir Fritz and the founding Titan and the paths, the origin of all witches. Another retcon. This movie will be a disaster from a narrative standpoint. As I said, I'm not going to remove what I'm saying that if Madoka comes back as an ultimate goddess and she forgives Homura, then the franchise is then what's the point of Rebellion and Walpurgisnacht Rising if you could just left it in episode 12? We see that already. But also, they cannot have Madoka become God again and stay as God because they say that it's going to be a new chapter according to the people who made it. So they cannot have her because they need Madoka to be normal again. So they lose regardless. She cannot go back being God. But also she has to stay as a normal girl, but you also destroy the ending because that will prove that everything Madoka went through was a lie. It was a complete lie. The episode 6 was a waste of time. It's invalidated. Both of them invalidating because if Madoka becomes goddess, becomes a god that stays and go back being the law of cycle, then what was the point of rebellion and Walpurgisnacht? So they wasted everybody's time. But they cannot have Madoka be a goddess again because if she's a goddess, if she goes she stays as a regular human, then the original series is invalidated. You see, they destroy themselves. But the fanboys will not see this. I'm very excited. I want to see what the movie will be about. I'm not going to see the movie in theaters, but I'm going to see it. So see in a different how people comment about it and see how because it's going to be nonsense. It's going to be a pile of nonsense. And what are you going to? I'm going to be very curious what the new chapter will be. What stories can you do? Homuna's arc ends in Walpurgisnacht Rising. What moves we are able to do with Homura? Because Homura has been driving the franchise since the rebellion. What else? And the other girls are not going to be useful. What are they going to do? They're spent as characters. They're exhausted, narratively speaking. Nagisa is a non-entity. So yeah, the new girls are probably going to be excited in the game and going to make figures of bikinis and all that nonsense that I do. You see, basically the new trailer confirms everything that I've been saying. Okay, this is my opinion about it. Please like and subscribe.